Welcome to 2026, everybody. Hope everybody had a great New Year's and ready to rock. 2025 is behind us. We are into 2026. And I often write my goals every single year, and I have a list for my yearly goals, my 3-year goals, and my 10-year goals. And then I break those up into quarterly to really figure out exactly what I want to hit. We do that for businesses, all 5 of them. And then I also do it for Pure Yums. And then I do it for my own personal life. Yes, a little crazy and chaotic, but it keeps me focused. And that's really essential. Now I'm going to try something a little new this year, and I'm going to share it with you. So instead of just talking about the goals that I have, I'm instead going to talk to you about the things that I'm doing differently. More specifically, the 5 things I'm going to leave in 2025 and not take with me in 2026. Some of them a little easier than others. Some of them I started a little early, but all 5 of them are not going to come with me. Ready? Here we go. The first one is needing everyone to understand. I am sitting here doing this podcast, and I used to think often, oh my gosh, what is my team going to think? I'm not even huge. I'm not this big podcaster. They're all like, oh, Jeff just doing this because Jeff wants to do it. It's not doing anything for Convivial Brands. It doesn't even help Pure Yums. These are all the things I would say to myself. They don't need to know everything I'm doing if they even feel that way. First of all, yes, I don't even know if they feel that way, for goodness sake. But the second part is I'm doing this for a reason. And I'm doing it because ultimately I want people to know who the founder of Pure Yums is, the leader, president of Convivial Brands is. And when my father retires, the CEO of Convivial Brands is. I want people to know what we stand for. I want people to know what we believe in. I want people to know what kind of company we are. So perhaps one day, maybe they'll want to join. We want to continue to grow and blow this thing up and give so many opportunities to people. And they can't do that unless they know who we are. And they can do it better when they have an idea of who we are before they even apply or before they even interview. And so here's a little window to all of that. And the second reason is very personal. I want people, my children, my family, everyone to know my story. If something were to happen to me, Pure Yums had to keep going. Convivial had to keep going. My kids didn't have me to teach them the things I needed to teach them. They at least have this. And they can hear dad's perspectives. The people that are following along get some inspiration perhaps to really be able to do something that they're doing as well. And that third one is giving back, which I kind of just alluded to. So you listening may feel that impulse or that drive to share your perspectives and to feel that you can do and lead an impact as well. The second thing I'm letting go of is feeling the need to be responsible for everybody's good, bad behavior. I tend to take on the world. And I do that, and maybe because I'm just really, I love accountability for myself. I hold myself to such a high standard. It's not always healthy though. I'm at the point where if somebody does something wrong, I'm blaming myself for it. Like, what could I have done differently? And sometimes there's nothing I can do. It's their choice to act the way that they're acting. And the same vein goes for, I don't really tend to do it when people do good things, which is sad. I only tend to do it when people don't do good things. And so I'm feeling like crap all the time. So I don't want to feel like crap all the time. And I want people to have the space to own their own behavior and their own actions. And that way it gives me clarity to have the right conversations. It gives them clarity to be able to have the power to do something about it. And it's important. So I'm letting that go. I don't want to do that anymore. That's going to be the hardest one for me. I guarantee it. Before I even get down the rest of the list, that's going to be really hard because I've done it my whole life. And that's breaking a big habit. So I have to figure out a way to write an affirmation or write that down every day. Some way that I can remind myself of it daily that I'm going to be letting go of everyone's behavior. It's not my responsibility. Anyways, the third is comparing my timeline. I mean, you've heard it in a few episodes. I've talked about different leaders. I mean, I have often admired people like Gary Vaynerchuk or Alex Hormozi or Cody Sanchez that are business people that have built some really cool things, more entrepreneurial minded, that have scaled their businesses, either sold them, or Gary especially, who took his father's legacy somewhere else. I can really relate to that, and then built a multitude of brands like we're doing here. But I'm not Gary. I'm not Alex. I'm not Cody. And I have to build my way, my story in order to do it right. If I try to emulate everything they're doing, then there's more of one person, and that's just not true. I'm me. I'm the only me that's ever going to exist. So that is really important for me to be able to do that and just enjoy my journey and my process and enjoy the aspect of them, as in my children, my colleagues, my companies flourish and grow in their own time, in their own place. So letting go of the comparison of timeline, appreciating them and all they've taught me, honestly, because I've watched a ton of their videos from afar. And hopefully, if any of you 3 end up stumbling on this randomly, ending up meeting you one day. So until then, number 4, I don't want to discount my faith. And I've been creating content for almost 8 years, not as focused as I am now in different capacities. So I guess I've been really creating content since the relationship business days since 2020. So we'll go 5-6 years. And I've always really shied away from my faith. I tried to apply some of my practices of faith into the content, but I've never explicitly talked about it. And it's because I've been afraid to. I shouldn't be afraid to. It's part of me. It's part of who I am, and I don't judge people for their faith, and I love all people for theirs. And I think it's some of the best dialogues I've ever had is with people with different perspectives on their faiths. So I don't want to shy away from that anymore. You'll hear a little bit more of that in 2026. And if you don't like them, just skip the episodes. That's okay. But it's important for me to share that. And even if it's just for my kids one day, it's important for me to have that immortalized in here. And so, yeah, that's that one. And then 5 is, I know this sounds so silly, but it's excuses, but that just sounds so cliche. It's maybe hiding behind my excuses. And I'm mainly talking about in health. Like I would make so many excuses not to go to the gym in the morning, or like I would want to be able to walk my kids to school every day. Like if I go to the gym in the morning, I can't walk my kids to school. Well, the reality was I wasn't walking them to school every day anyway. So how about I do something productive and healthy so that I can live longer with them instead of, worrying about that. And if I get my 2 days to walk with them to school, then that's a beautiful thing. Same thing with I'm gaining weight because I'm so stressed, and I'm eating too much. Well, I always eat really well. It's just too much. Well, you know what? That's another excuse. Like if I really, really am saying and believing what I want to believe, which is that I'm healthy and that I take care of my body and I don't feel like crap because I've overeaten, then I have to make the choice to stop that. And so no more I'm doing this because of this. It's I'm just doing this, or I'm doing that. And hopefully it's positive. I'm choosing to eat clean and less. I'm choosing to go work out every morning. I am choosing to show up and do pure yums, find a way to make it successful. I don't care what it takes type of mentality. So often what we release, I find that it's opening our bodies and our minds to be ready. We're ready for newness. We're ready for change. We're ready for freedom. And freedom comes from not holding on to all the things that you don't love about yourself or that are holding you back. And maybe letting go is the bravest strategy of all. It's the hardest thing to do, but it's the thing that's going to take you from point A to point B. I just had somebody share with me yesterday it was today. And she said, Jeff, maybe the fact that you haven't shared your faith is the main reason that you need to. And I'm paraphrasing. That's not exactly what she said, but often that it's like that one pivotal moment that fear is holding you back. And that's just one of the examples. I said, should I be sharing my faith? And we kind of together, we were like, yeah, that's you. It's who you are. So it's a touchy subject. As you can see, I'm kind of still saying I'm explaining it. But what did I just say? I'm giving away to. I don't need everybody to understand. So, okay, it's January 3rd. Cut myself a 2-day slack, but I got to be on that. And if anything, live time showing you that it's a process. So those 5 things, that's what I'm leaving in 2025. On to 2026. And I'm excited for this year and all is to come. You have so much time. Take it, focus on it, know what you want, go after it, and leave the rest in the year in the past. Until next time, I'll see ya.